Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to A Clash of Kings 2.1. Now with the new version 2.2 just around the corner, this may be one of the last episodes you see of that. Of course, it really depends on how much changes there actually are, and I believe well, I say they, but it's actually one guy as far as I'm aware, and maybe he gets some assistance from elsewhere, but the point is, the developer, whatever, of the mod have decided to reduce the map size, and that would actually solve many of the performance issues that the mod currently has when speeding time up, at least. Because, of course, as you know, you can hold control in space, and things go very, very quickly indeed, like Roadrunner. And yes, it's actually nice to have that not lag everything when you actually do it, because, of course, I mean, look at it. It's an absolutely huge map, and condensing that by about, what was it? I think it was like 40% or something along those lines. That would make a huge difference to performance. So maybe, just maybe, we're going to be seeing something like that happen. But if that is indeed the case, then of course I'd probably do all the quests that we've so far done, maybe focus on different quests and then go from there. But as I say, I actually have no idea whether I'm actually going to be restarting anyway, but we're going to see how it goes. So, let's head on into Weirwood here, because, well, we haven't explored the site just yet. You arrive at the site of an old Weirwood, and we're going to be exploring the area a little bit. Of course, I am injured, so if there are any enemies, I don't think there are going to be any enemies. We're just going to be running around and gaining experience, which sounds good to me. We have a corpse. Yes, we have a skeletal corpse over here. The ground around the Weirwood is covered in old bones from both man and animal. Old and dried entrails have been hung from the branches of the Weirwood, and an old knife, spotted and rusted, has been left close to the trunk of the tree. Oh. Well, is that actually going to give us something? No, I think that's the one place where we've explored now. Do we have anywhere else? Well, that's a rather gruesome tale, isn't it? So I guess we can just run around a little bit. Xbox can take us where we need to. Okay, apparently we have successfully explored the area around the Weirwood. Okay, well, thank you very much for that. That was remarkably easy, I have to say. Okay, well, onward to Last Hearth, I suppose, because that is where we need to go for our quest, the Shadows in the Night. Yes, Shadows in the Night Part 2. And, yes, we're going to be speaking to Goodwife Myra, and I do not want to besiege the castle, thank you very much. No, that would be pretty bad. Now, do I visit the kitchens? Apparently I am going to be visiting the kitchens. Yes, apparently she is here, and there's Jess. I believe they actually used to be in a tavern in previous versions, but now they have been relegated to a kitchen in the north. Yes. What do you want, she says. Have you heard of any wildlings being sighted? Oh, gods, no. Haven't seen a wildling since I was but a wee child. Big shaggy man he was. Put an axe in the blacksmith's skull, and they solved mysteries together with their dog. Those blasted kids. Do you know of any who might have been... Yes. Do you know of anyone who might have seen or heard anything? Yes. Talk to my daughter Jess. Foolish girl. She's been talking to all kinds of travelers passing through. Been laying with a few of them as well, I should think, huh? Oh, yes, spreading her legs for any man who wants her. She'll have a swollen belly before the year's out, I tell you. Well, you know, there's always things to do about that. You could talk to your daughter, for example. Yes, well, we wouldn't want to do that, would we? Because every man that comes here would probably very much appreciate such a wholesome woman, yes. Probably not. Okay, so, what do you want, huh? Careful, girl, insolence is not a virtue. Forgive me, my lord, I did not see clearly who spoke to me. Oh, yes, because I am such a famous fellow, aren't I? Yes. Look at me, I am so clearly a lord. No, not really. Your mother seemed to think that you may have heard about some wildlings. Yes, my lord, they come over the wall, Willem said, though Halbert said they sail across the bay. Then again, what do they know? Josmond said he'd heard me lords talk about wildlings in the Lonely Hills, close to that old abandoned holdfast. Now, my lord, I'm sure you can tell me much more about these wildlings than any of those boys. Mayhaps you could tell me about them in the back of the barn. Oh, yes, she looks very serious. I mean, do you see that face? That face is definitely very serious about her business. No, I don't lie with filthy peasants, because apparently we are, yes, we are just apparently not doing that. Yes, and we lose 5 renown for that. I'm actually unsure why we would lose 5 renown for not laying with someone such as this, but apparently that is the way to go. I'm actually unsure. Forgive me, my lord, it's just that I saw your fancy clothing, thought you might fancy me. Oh yes, apparently so. Even though, yes, I'm much more into slaughtering things and gaining money than I'm about actually taking advantage of young women, apparently. But okay, that was apparently fantastic. Yes, that was a fantastic opportunity. No, not really. Just told you that there'd been more rumours of wildlings in the Lonely Hills, north of the Dreadfort. Perhaps they may have taken refuge in the Abandoned Holdfast. You should bring at least 100 men with you, because we exactly know what's going to go down, just to be on the safe side, yeah. So, where is the Abandoned Holdfast? We are going to be going there immediately. No, we're not. No, we are not. So, where is it, though? Ah, there it is. Okay, so there's the Abandoned Holdfast. So, at least we are knowing where we need to go. We need 50 additional men, because we, of course, only have 50 right now. Wait a minute, we've lost 2. They must have lain with someone right at the last hearth there. Ah, yes. Pretty sure they took advantage of Jess, perhaps. Well, whatever the case, we are now going to be making our way back, because the elder brother, of course, needs to be told that we, well, have defeated Aegon Bloodborne. And I'm pretty sure he's going to be... Oh no, what's this? What is this? A nearby man is whispering to his wife. Edging closer, you overhear part of their conversation. From what you can make out, it appears Stannis Baratheon has laid claim to the throne. When you confront the peasant, he confirms your suspicions, declaring Stannis an ungodly man, working with demons from beyond the edge of the world, and plotting to tear down the Sept of Baelor. I'm pretty sure he was just talking about polar bears, or something along those lines, because those guys, they are always after your Coca-Cola, aren't they? I mean, really. So, yes, I guess we're going to have to watch out for that, but otherwise, I'm going to be cutting away here, and I think I'm going to be making my way down and finding the elder brother. Alright, so we have just reached Old Town once again. It is still night, unfortunately. It's absolutely terrible. Wait, no, I did not want to wait here for some time, thank you very much. I wanted to go through to the marketplace. Yes, none other than the marketplace at Old Town. Yes, what a wonderful place to be. Okay, so we're going to be taking as much bread and grain as we can, because that is part of a healthy diet, isn't it? Bread and grain. Oh yes, nothing else. No, don't take anything else, of course. Okay, so we're going to be selling basically everything that we can there, because, I mean, just look at that. I mean, we're getting so much money right there. And I think we are probably, if I can actually take a look at my personal reports here, I'd like to take a look at the weekly budget. So as you can see, I did lose 729 when I was off screen due to weekly wages, and I have to say that's actually pretty disappointing. So we're going to try, if we can, to maybe build another ironworks, if at all possible. I think that would actually be a really nice idea, and we have 4,500, and an ironworks I believe is 3,000, isn't it? So it should actually pay off quite nicely, but, well, whatever the case, we do want to head into the Seneschal's court and hopefully find the elder brother, if I am in the right place. It's been a while since I've actually played a Clash of Kings, because of course I was away for some time, but we do have the opportunity to then speak to these guys and gain additional quests. So I suppose it is not going to be a waste of time anyway. Gladly, the Citadel is considered the home of all Meisters. This is where they undergo all the training taken them from novice to Meister. It was founded with the help of the High Towers, who continue to be strong patrons of learning, and often come here to receive a few years of training themselves. So they can then learn to balance plates on their noses and things like that. The Citadel is also home of the Arch Meisters, the governing body of the Order of Meisters, and it is where we hold the conclave that decides who will be Grand Meister, and apparently Meister. Yes. Apparently that is what he is talking about. Okay, so apparently he doesn't have anything to give us. And can you tell me about Old Town? Oh, he's very grumpy. I suppose. Old Town is the oldest city in Westeros. Old Town is the oldest city in Westeros. That's literally what they said. Yes. I never would have guessed. It's not called New Town, is it? And it's even predating the invasion of the Andals. Meister Jellicoe suggests that the first settlement here was a trading post of the Valyrian freehold, where they traded with the elder races. Hogwash, I say. It's quite clear that the first settlement here was the Ravenry, which we, the Meisters, now control. There's the small matter of the foundations of the High Tower, but we're sure to solve that riddle sometime. Oh yes, just get Batman onto it. I'm sure he'll solve a couple of riddles for you. And yeah, I believe that's actually it. I mean, I did speak to those guys before, I feel, and apparently they are not willing to give me any more quests. So yes, a lot of you were incorrect by the looks of things, unless I am missing many more people. I think I might actually need to go to the archives to actually speak to these guys. Yes. These guys are the people that will give me the quests. Maybe. They contain books, a lot of books, and acolytes. Too many books, to tell the truth. Here, take this, a book of patrons. Oh, okay, well, thank you very much. Yes, so there we go. So your information was correct. Oh, that's actually very good. So now, can we talk to this acolyte? Ah, here we go. I'm here to forge my chain and become Grand Meister. Say, are you looking for work? Meister Yandel said he was looking for a courier. Ah, there we are. So we are going to be maybe playing some sort of errand boy. I'm not particularly happy about that. And this is an Arch Meister himself. Yes, okay, very nice. You won't hear me defend the Septons, though. They've burned more books than I care to think about. Very well. Oh, here we go. It's all here in the books, the evidence. You just have to look for it. Plenty of people don't. They'll read some asinine book meant for bored lords and ladies and think they understand the way the world works. But without proper training, how will they ever be able to see the world for what it really is? With glasses, maybe. Bah, nothing worse than some uneducated know-it-all. Oh, yes, I I wholeheartedly agree. Yes, I'm not talking about myself at all, no, not at all. But enough of the rabble. More important things are afoot in the world, and maybe an arm in the world as well. Did you know that the Citadel is always looking for lost works? Books, scrolls, ledgers? Would you be interested in procuring such items for us? I am interested. Are you going to pay me a lot of money? Maybe. Good. Books are precious, you know. A single copy of Bath's Unnatural History would be worth more than a sword of Valyrian steel. Imagine that, Elias. Alas, Baelor was thorough in destroying all of Bath's writings. But what about Shower's writings? I'm waiting for the audience laugh there, but well. But enough of that. If you want to help us conserve the knowledge of the past, travel to King's Landing. The Citadel employs a procurer in the city, who always scours the bookshops for unknown writings, but he often needs men who can travel further from the city and pick up books from other places. His name is Malco. Vitch. John Malkovich, yes. You can find him on Coppersmith's Wind, or Wind. He runs a shop called Malco's Bookstore. Okay, John Malkovich's bookstore. Oh, I actually think that he might have a rather grand collection himself. No one ever required the man to have a bit of imagination, but still. Okay, so we're going to go and see John Malkovich by the looks of things. And I think, is the elder brother in the tavern here? Oh, that is an absolute travesty that I have forgotten where he was, but I guess I will be able to find out relatively easily, but Meister Yandel is here, and we will be speaking to him. Are you Yandel? Yes, I am Yandel. Who are you, and how can I help you? Well, I would like a few more pieces of fruit, and maybe some vegetable... oh, yes, you're not that kind of person, are you? No. Okay, well, one of the acolytes said you were looking for a courier. Said you were looking for a courier. Oh... Yes, there's an additional H in there. Yes, quite, I do. I have been working on a momentous tome these past years. I call it The World of Ice and Fire. Oh, I see. Self-referential, are we? Beautiful work. Dedicated to lowercase king, Robert. But now I suppose it should be dedicated to his heir. Either way, some of the illuminators in Lannisport have been working on a copy for the king. They do great work there, letters in gold and scarlet like you wouldn't believe. And I especially enjoy their work on sigils. It's like the Krakens are getting ready to strangle the reader. And? I need someone to pick it up and deliver it to me. They're excellent craftsmen in Lannisport, but before I have the tome delivered to the king, I should like to check it for spelling errors. I would also like to have a spell check myself for certain things. I won't actually mention anything right here, but oh yes. It wouldn't do to let the lowercase king Yes, exactly. Be disappointed. And to tell you the truth, I quite enjoy looking at the pictures. Can you pick up the book? I do it myself, but I can't bear to be gone from the archives for long. So many mysteries. I'll make sure you're rewarded for your troubles. Very well, I'll go get the tome. Yes, I will. I will go get the tome very, very quickly indeed. Oh, Brendan, you seem to be stuck. You're looking at this chicken, aren't you? Oh, turkey, chicken, pie, and beer. How dare you? I will slap thee. Yes, I am slapping you. Take this, and that, and a kick. Yes, there we go. Well, we have disciplined him enough, I feel. Hello, Emma. And Halbert. Yes, hello. Okay, well, we are going to be exiting, and we are now going to be heading onward, of course. Now, I am going to take a look at this book that we acquired. As we can see here, it's a book of patrons, and I would assume they are usernames of people that have helped out with the development of the mod, perhaps? Maybe, because I don't particularly feel there is going to be a person named D3500 in this mod. I don't believe we're going to actually find him, unless he's some sort of android or some sort of robotic fellow. But yes, whatever the case, I'm going to be ending this episode off here. And so I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.